All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Set. Turn two stop. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. On the book now.
To throw on third down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 24, Mariota. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Mariota flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51's a mic. Yep. 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again. Patterson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Cut. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Guys, shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up Fourth down.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Steelers nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards. That's good for a
Let's go.
Steelers
60 outlaw.
first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
51 to Mike.
On first and 10, Patterson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Patterson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Squeeze, double.
Mike 9. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On second down, Slade looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
90, gotta do better.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's get it.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards.
57. Mike, 57.
Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Switch, switch.
Here's Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
You got to seal. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Go. Check the motion. Check the call. Check the call. Mike 9. Mike 9. Shoot.
On 4th down, Patterson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson, and he'll lay out out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Patterson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yo, go. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Bengals drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Let's go.
Get it.
From the gun, Patterson. And it's brought in by Washington. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Patterson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Patterson finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Patterson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the run is Conner. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
General West.
2nd and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson, flush to his right.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
I'm scared. Go, Mike.
Hey. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Sets up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Snap.
On 4th down, Patterson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.